Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, man, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters, man, is edified by this word. And the name of this lesson, man, we're going to call it My Life Being Under a Microscope. Before I get into this word, man, it's very windy outside today. It's cold, very windy. So I hope the sound quality is decent enough where you can hear this word. And this is the first video since we have been suspended. For those who might just now be tuning in, we were suspended the last 10 days, man, due to a video we called Revelations 3 and 9 is such a beautiful scripture. You know, so if you haven't seen no videos in the last 10 days or so, that's why. In this word, man, what I want to speak about is my life being under a microscope. Okay, it's very important that I kick this word off speaking in terms of my life being under a microscope. It's very important, man, and I appreciate you sincere brothers and sisters that have taken the time to tune in to this word, and I really hope that you guys are edified by this word. But when I picked the Bible up in 2012, okay, 2012, 2013, at that time, I was perfecting my biblical craft. 2012, 2013 is when I started perfecting my biblical craft, okay? And at that time, I was under the radar, okay? Nobody really knew knew me or who my brother were, according to, you know, what we did with the Bible. You know, we were just, you know, regular individuals that had garments on, speaking the Bible. So at that time, I was considered under the radar. I was a non-threat, to bluntly put it. But when you fast forward to November 18th of 2021, which is today, November 18th, when you fast forward, 8-9 years later, it's obvious that my life is being under a microscope, man. I mean, you don't have to be just a celebrity for your life to be under a microscope. You can also be someone like myself that have a certain lifestyle that could affect and offend certain organizations. And so let me just explain it to you this way. Everything that I say and do that's predicated to biblical principles, people are taking great notice of that, man. Yeah. Because, let me just say it to you this way. Everything that I say and do from a biblical vantage point, I've been put under intense scrutiny. I can't make this up. I have been put under intense scrutiny, brothers and sisters. Yeah. One of the reasons why I'm being put under intense scrutiny is that my biblical topics and subject matters is making certain organizations uncomfortable. I won't say their name, but it should be obvious. But my biblical subject matters and perspectives and sermons that I speak about is making certain organizations very uncomfortable. And when you make these certain organizations are uncomfortable, they're going to find the ways to silence you. They're going to find ways to try to force you out. So that's when I had to sit back and analyze things and say, man, you know what? It's obvious at this point. Not only my life has been under a microscope, the founder and elder of the church as well. And he can tell his own story in regards to his life being under a microscope. But like I said, when we opened this word, we brought out Revelations 3 and 9 and spoke candidly about it. And even we felt so convicted about it, we even put the title, we put the scripture in the title of our lesson, and we were suspended. And the reason why we were suspended is because it was said that we were cyberbullying and harassment. Cyberbullying and harassment is the reason why we were suspended most recently. Now, when you analyze cyberbullying and harassment, when you analyze the definition of that versus me and my brother bringing out Revelations 3 and 9 and speaking about the truth of what it speaks about, the context of what it speaks about, how is that cyberbullying and harassment? Our delivery might not be eloquent. Our delivery might not be nice. Our delivery can be very intense. Our delivery of the word can be very, very stern. But don't get caught up in how we deliver. Focus on the truth of what we're speaking about. Yeah. So if you can bring out Revelations 3 and 9, put it in the title of your video, and that be deemed cyberbullying and harassment, that's a clear sign that they taking a deep examination of us. It's a clear sign that they demonstrating intense scrutiny. It's a clear sign that they watching us very closely. It's a clear sign that they closely inspecting us. And it's a clear sign that they studying us very close. AKA life under a microscope, man. Meanwhile, it's several videos that's out promoting violence, promoting murder, all type of unsavory things. And those videos are still active, and those channels have not only been affected, but even been suspended. But you pay close attention to what we're saying, which is what the Bible speaks of, and you put us on the sideline. We talked about the anti-vaccination versus vaccination. We were suspended for that. Anything that we spoke on when it comes to COVID, we got suspended for that. So obviously, certain organizations are uncomfortable with certain things that we talk about. But what I want to do is I want to give you some examples before I close out this word. I want to give you a few examples of how I know and that it's obvious that my life has been under a microscope. I'm going to use my eldest daughter, who's 27 years old, and my granddaughter, which is 10 years old. She lived in Phoenix, and she flew into Milwaukee, and before they can get off the plane good, there's a news camera right in their face talking to them about, the pandemic or whatever's going on. In a million years, that would never happen. But this happens. My daughter's name is on the news to the public, and my granddaughter's name on the news to the public. So that wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't by chance. That was blatant. Out of all those people that got off that plane, how do you spot my daughter and granddaughter and interview them. That was a clear sign then, man. Then my youngest daughter, who just turned 22 days ago, same thing. She's been under attack. Warrants, which we got taken care of. A lot of other legal things that she's been wrapped up in, out of her control, that we're still fighting. We got most of them out the way, but we still got a couple bumps in the road to get her clear of all these things that legally been coming her way. Out of nowhere. Things that my kids never have been exposed to, which ties back to me. And then look at myself, man. I've been followed. I've been threatened. And when it first happened, I'm like, I ain't thinking nothing of it. But it's been more and more often. I've been followed. I've been watched. I've been threatened. Yeah, man. Can't make this up. When I'm in traffic and the police is on the side of me, they'll automatically ride as slow as they can just to get behind my truck, run my place just to see what I'm up to. And when they see my place is clean, they'll still ride behind me just to vex my spirit. My phone being tampered with. People call my phone, breathing on it real heavy. And right after that, something crazy happened in my life. Right after these weird phone calls. So, what am I saying, man? My life being under a microscope is really serious, man. And I ain't no celebrity, but I realize you don't have to be a celebrity for your life to be under a microscope. And I just want to come out with one scripture, man, to just really sum this all up, man. And that's Psalms 139:3, and it reads, "Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways." Let me say that again. Psalms 139:3, "Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways." So no matter where I do, what I do, where I go, these people know everything that I do. They watching me now. They watching me now, man. So since you watching me now, this is what I want to say to you. Since y'all got my life under a microscope, this is what I want to say to you. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. And we're going to keep bringing this word, and we're going to keep bringing this fire. So do whatever you feel that you need to do. Continue to watch us. We ain't going nowhere until Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, say it's time for us to pack it up. Until then, we're going to keep on doing what we do, man. There's no church quite like our church. There's no church quite like our church. There's nobody really going to put it out there like we put it out there. To certain organizations, man, they don't like what we talking about. They don't care for us to be out here at all. And I can go way deeper into how I know for a fact my life has been under a microscope. I was just being nice in this video, but there's way more examples that I can speak on that's been happening in my life. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. But that's why we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word. We give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out. And hey, man, rock with us, continue, man. We got a lot of lessons coming out, man, and just rock with us, man. We trying to do this thing the best of our ability to try to enlighten our brothers and sisters, open y'all eyes, unclog y'all ears, and really put y'all on some game. Because there's some things that's really happening in this world y'all better start paying close attention to it. We ain't got this much time here on this earth, man. And if you look at what's going on today, it should be obvious. Shalom.